This week on The Rock.
We interview some of our recent additions to the student body.
Next, we look over the Guaymas Channel at students who live on the islands.
Finally, we take a deep dive in our new journalism club.
All that and more this week on The Rock.
Three, two, 1, 0.
Good afternoon, Anacortes High School. I'm John Harrison.
And I'm Gabriel Apple. Welcome to episode 9 of The Rock.
We hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving break and are enjoying the school year so far.
Did you know that the AHS has over 50 new students this year?
Aiden Rattel and Levi Johnson have decided to check in with them to see how their year is going.
This year alone, more than 50 new students arrived in our district. We wanted to find out more about them, so we asked about their past experiences in school. What was your previous way of education?
I actually went to Burlington Edison High School for about three years, and then I recently moved over to AHS, which is a wonderful place.
I went to Richfield High School. It's still in Washington. It's just like down by Portland, kind of. Yeah, it's pretty small. It's like a 3A, but.
I went to Atrisco Heritage Academy High School in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It was a 6A school. This school is a lot smaller.
I was in an IB school in Hawaii. IB is kind of hard to explain. It's kind of like Wednesdays and Thursdays except every day. And it's just like an entire new way of education.
How is Anacortes different from your previous education?
You guys have 7 classes, and my old school had 6 classes. And there's like a lot more credits that I need to have here, and Wednesdays and Thursdays are really weird. Like, it's really weird. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think the classes are just generally harder because in New Mexico, like, it's a lot, like, because a lot of the kids, like, English is their second language, so they go slower.
The schedule in Burlington is quite different, actually. So instead of when we have our like Wednesdays and Thursdays, which is our long periods, it's basically like that over there every day. So Monday you have 4 classes, Tuesday you have another class, and they're blue and gold days.
Way different. At my old school we had to do projects like every week. Well, like not really every week, like every day really. Like just working on them. We didn't really have homework, it was just projects, and it's just a lot more work put into it. So I'm kind of glad I'm here now because I hate projects so much.
Based on your experience at the high school so far, what's your overall impression of Anacortes?
I think Anacortes has a lot to live up to. It's known for its educational purposes. It's actually really high up there. So I feel like it's amazing. If I could describe it one word, it is an amazing place, full of energy and creative people.
It's good. I like Anacortes. It's a good school. Better than my old school.
It's good. It's fun. It's fun meeting new people.
Glad to see our new students are adapting well to their new high school. However, new students aren't the only ones we're focusing on today.
Will McCracken and Amelia Ruri produce a segment highlighting some of our students who commute across the Guaymas Channel.
We're out here on the Anacortes side of the Guemes Island ferry dock and wanted to see what it's like for residents who live on Guemes Island that go to AHS that have to rely on the ferry for transportation.
So usually I get up around 6:30 and then I have to catch the 7 o'clock boat, but I live really close to the ferry so I can just walk down because I can see the ferry on the other side, so I can see when it's leaving Anacortes and I have enough time to walk down to the ferry. And then it's like a 5-minute ferry ride over to Anacortes, and then I get on another bus and go to school.
There's no like exact time that you have to catch the ferry. There's a schedule, but there's kind of like a weird insider language to it because sometimes you can be there in 5 minutes and sometimes it takes 10. Sometimes the ferry's super late and sometimes it's early.
So in weekdays, Monday to Thursday, last boat is at 8:30, so you have to be home or like sleepover. So that sucks.
Halloween was a little bit of a problem. As kids got older and wanted to maximize their trick-or-treating potential, the joke was, what are you going to be for Halloween, a submarine? So you can get over to where the good trick-or-treating is.
The diesel-powered vessel has been in service since 1979. New plans are currently being implemented to bring an electric ferry, the first of its kind in the nation.
The county is trying to get funds now to get an all-electric ferry or a hybrid ferry. They started the process, I would say, earlier June this year, and have contracted a great company called Gloston to run specs and run all the numbers and tell us what ferry would work for Guemes Island better. So, the jury's still out, but most of that paperwork and the studies will be done prior to December 31st this year.
Replacing the MV Guaymas vessel will help reduce operational and maintenance costs, increase energy independence, and reduce harmful CO2 emissions.
The electric ferry, I think, is a great idea. As you know, diesel engines pollute. Marine traffic in general pollutes a fair bit, especially if they're burning heavy bunker fuel, which, if you know about heavy bunker fuel, it's like burning asphalt pavement, really dirty. Diesel does have a lot of particulate, so running a ferry on electricity or natural gas would be a cleaner solution.
The estimate is $12 million for this project. For The Rock at AHS, I'm Amelia Rury.
The students here at Anacortes High School sure lead some interesting lives.
Hey Gabe, is there any place where we can learn more about our students?
Yeah, the Seahawk Journal, our new website just went live today. Lincoln Gilden and Miranda Ledger highlighted the club in their segment.
There have been a lot of new additions to Anacortes High School this year, one of them being the Seahawk Journal, which is an online newspaper made, edited, and provided by our very own students. To get some insight on the club, we interviewed some leaders within the club and asked other members what they are working on.
What I have worked on already is an opinion piece on why we need more shop classes like Meadows, and we used to have Woods in the high school, and we're just getting our news stories today.
We started this club because we wanted a place where students who were passionate about writing, videography, and photography could put all of their content, and so students at AHS had a place where they can read what is happening around the community and around the world.
My name is Caitlin Massey. I'm in 9th grade, and I just wrote an article about procrastination.
My name is Victoria Pittman. I'm in 9th grade, and I was working on a story about things to do around winter break as a teenager.
Myself and Abby Davis, we kind of put together the different meetings and lessons, and then we have Mr. McCartney and Mr. Thompson guide us through website stuff, editing, grammatical stuff, the technical aspect of it. There are absolutely no requirements to join. Right now, it's just a fun thing. If you're passionate about writing and news and journalism, we want you there. So last Wednesday, we sent out a survey to every advisory class and we got about 500 responses from the school. And with that data, we were able to see what you guys' specific interests were, if you guys like news, sports, politics, what you guys want to see and hear, and watch for that matter. And then also, you guys were able to pitch ideas about specific stories you wanted to see. We were also able to see what you guys' engagement was with the news at this point already. And that'll be kind of interesting down the line. If we do another survey, we can send out the same question and see if that engagement has gone up with the journal.
Feel free to come by room 123 Wednesday after school if you want to be a part of this new addition to AHS and our community.
Everyone involved has been working very hard to create this website. Make sure to check it out at seahawkjournal.com.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of The Rock, and if you have any suggestions, feel free to email us at therock@asd103.org.
Wait, hold on, John. I think we just got some information. We learned this week that Anacortes High School is ranked 13th out of 600 schools in Washington for academic excellence.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work, everybody.
Until next time, I'm Gabriel Apple.
And I'm John Harrison. And from our rock to yours, have a great day, AHS.